Hey, what's up everybody? It's Nicholas Davenport, aka Mr. Mental Muscle, with another episode on the Mental Breakdown channel. Now I'm back yet again, talking about Love is Blind Season 3. At this point, Netflix needs to reach out to me, maybe be a consultant or do something. Hey, holla at me if you hear me. But basically, I'm gonna talk about SK and the Raven cheating situation. Now, cheating obviously is not good. 20 to 30% of marriages or relationships will involve some type of infidelity. And typically if that happens, the relationship, if not over right then, will typically fall apart. Or if it doesn't fall apart, it's never the same. So you can see how this is a very impactful and no one really wants that to happen to them. Now, allegedly, there's been different women coming out saying that SK is a serial cheater or the timeline of their relationship coincides with Raven's relationship on the show. Now, I can confirm or deny these allegations, but there has been reports that kind of hold up a little bit, showing that he was going on trips, doing lavish things with different girls, so it doesn't look too good for them. And Raven even deleted all the pictures of SK off her page, so it kind of looks like it may be true. Now, what I want to talk about is, this show's giving me so much stuff to talk about via psychology, but cheating. How do you catch a cheater? Now, there's obviously a show where they follow and investigate, but let's look at it from the personality side of psychology. Now, Dr. Ty Tashiro talks about in his book, The Science of Happily Ever After, how there's different personality traits that could show that this person may have a higher likeliness of cheating or higher likeliness to sabotage a relationship because of their said actions. And this is something we call in psychology novelty seeking. So novelty seeking is basically someone who's impulsive. They're high on a trait we call open to experience, and low on a trait we call conscientiousness. So let's talk about those two real quick. So openness to experience is basically a person who's going to want to try new things, being involved in more sophisticated or higher thinking activities, more creative, abstract, outside the box. This could be music, this could be museums, and things of that nature. Now, the thing about this trait is, it's not a bad trait to have. But like I said, when they're low on the other one, conscientiousness, this could be a bad mix that leads to this novelty seeking. So what conscientiousness is, these people who are high on this typically are more goal driven, they're more timely, more consistent, a little bit of perfectionist. Now, if you have a low measure of this, you're more so going with the flow, just letting things happen. Now, you can see the combination of always wanting to do new things mixed with not having a clear-cut plan and going with the flow doesn't really equal a great relationship. So how does this come back to cheating and infidelity? Now, let's look at Love is Blind. Now, I remember on the show, SK came off as the nice guy, and he was just humble, trying to get his degree. He came from Nigeria, so you can see he was a true American dream, right? And you felt kind of bad that they kind of didn't work because he was trying to go get his degree while she wanted to stay in Dallas. But now looking at the bigger picture, it's kind of making you think, living a humble college life, trying to be prudent with your money, that's high conscientiousness. But with the reports from these women saying that he's traveling all over the world, parties, boats, that's not that humble, it's not that subtle, and going in hand with trying to get your degree, that takes away from time and the money resources he was talking about. So you can see this goes in line. So like I said, personality traits or anything in psychology is not necessarily saying it's the end all be all, but it's more of a predictor, and you can see how this coincides. Now, novelty seeking is predictive of other behaviors such as drug abuse, being less consistent in relationships, explosiveness during arguments. You can see how this doesn't really lead to good communication or a good relationship. So just on that note, it's not good and healthy for them to succeed. But if you look at it from the aspect of cheating, think about it. The key word is novelty. Novelty means something new. So someone who's high on novelty seeking, they're going to, one, get bored easily. In the context of relationship, what are they going to get bored of? You. Now they're going to probably want to do other activities that probably won't involve you. And then thirdly, they're going to be more likely to go out and put themselves in riskier situations such as clubs, parties, be around different women or men, whatever the case may be. And once again, this does not end very well for you. So when you think about this, how can that be a good relationship? Because the misconception with novelty seekers is early on in relationships, they're great. Because when you think about it, it's exciting, that quote unquote spark. You want to have that, oh, let's go here, baby. Let's do this. Let's do that. It keeps you up and going, but that spark burns fast and it burns quickly. And once it's gone, that person is going to look for the next fix. Think about how we talk about dopamine. The brain wants to get that feedback to motivate it to do it again so they can succeed on their outcome. In this case, it's the newest experience. Now, a person who has to be married for years, guess what? There's not a lot of change. Yes, you can try different things, different experiences together, but that person is always going to be longing for more or something else. most. Now think back to your last relationships. Does it sound like some of you might have dated? It was all hot and bothered at the beginning, romance, sparks flying, and then it kind of dwindled down because they lost interest. Or maybe you were the person that was high on novelty seeking. So either way you look at it, this can impact the relationship. So think about that the next time you're looking for your next someone. So thanks guys as always for letting me break it down, and let me know in the comments below if you ever dealt with someone who's high on novelty seeking or this was you. And like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And as always, get your mind right.